Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. And welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. So, this was the most requested, and I didn't put the numbers up, y'all, but I'm going to tell you what the numbers were saying because it's just too much stuff to put up. And the numbers was all over the place. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This was the most confusing numbers that I've ever done. Okay. Young Scooter from Atlanta, everybody was talking and sending me messages. Can you do the numbers? Can you do the numbers? What's coming up? What's coming up? So I'm gonna just tell y'all this before I start telling y'all what is coming up. This was so confusing. Like, it was so all over the place that I couldn't tell what's what. Okay. Now, when I put Young Scooter in, 8 and 3 popped up, which is take you out by the numbers. Okay. And that's spelling it out came up, not the actual numbers. Pirates popped up, and you know what y'all do with a birthday cake, right? Him being cut is popping up. Okay. It's saying STABBED to DEATH. Now, y'all get to take what you wish, okay? Because I heard, and this is what people were saying. Now, some people were saying when the news first started coming out about what happened to him, they said that he was pow, pow, pow by the police. Then we found out later that was a lie. Okay? The police put out a story quick to tell them, no, we didn't touch him. There was no weapons drawn, none of that. Okay? So that's the lie. They put that out real quick to correct that because people were getting ready to tap Atlanta, okay, y'all, for this situation. I think it's Atlanta where he's at, okay? They was getting ready to rip Atlanta to shreds over this man, okay? So they put out a post real quick to stop that from happening because they said that it was going to be riots and everything behind this if this would have happened the way that people were reporting it in the first beginning, okay? So when STABBED popped up to his demise, I was like, what the heck? Because they said in the second story that came out that he, somebody called the police on him. It was his birthday. He was in the house, in some house. I don't know if it's his house or just a spot that they have. Somebody called the police. And when they called the police, they said that when the police got there, the police, they opened up the door, halfway opened the door, and they saw the police. They pushed the door back up, and they ran out of a back way entrance or a window. And they're saying that this guy jumped 2 fences. And this is how he passed away because they said that when he jumped the fence, they said he tore a main artery in his leg. Now, I don't know, was his leg ripped on the fence or did he break it and it popped? I don't know how it went, but they said he jumped 2 fences and that's when he tore that artery. And when they got him to the hospital, he passed away because he, pretty much bled out, okay, to his demise. This is what they're saying. But when that come up in the numbers, it make you wonder, was he stuck before he jumped out the window? Like, what really happened? I'm just starting to wonder. Now my mind is like going, like, what really happened to this guy? Because it's weird that instead of him partying and kicking it somewhere, he's in some type of spot doing some stuff he wasn't supposed to be doing, as far as probably working or slanging and banging. I don't know what he does, but they say he in the streets like that. So yeah, y'all, this was weird to me because I was like, could it be a whole nother ball game that they not telling us? Okay, y'all, because it seems as if he was purposely a target, and that came up in his numbers too. Do what thou wilt, be the whole of the law is popping up in his numbers, and lethal is also popping up in his numbers. Now, another thing, when you put in his whole name, Kenneth Edward Rashad Bailey, it says a targeted individual. So he was targeted. Whomever called the police on him. I'm wondering now, was that a play? Because a woman came up in his numbers too. It said a woman. Okay. And then I found out later that a woman was the one who called the police on him in the first place. Okay, y'all? Um, it also says something strange that's coming up in his numbers as well. It says he was the master of his own fate. Now, from the stories that people was talking and like some of the comment sections of people that knew this guy, they are saying that he was in the streets like that. He was still out here slanging and doing his thing as far as street pharmacy stuff. So basically, he was still living a lifestyle like he was still in the hood, but he had made it. Basically, okay, this is what they're saying, and he was worth a couple million. So I didn't understand why he was still out here doing this. Like, I don't, some people, it's just like they say, you can take people out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them. And some people still act like they're in the hood, even though they got mansions off somewhere. They're still running around here picking up work and getting stuff bagged up and putting it on the streets for the sale. Maybe they feel like they have to do this to stay at where they are, but why not go into business legally and you don't have to worry about jumping out the windows? It doesn't make sense. But when it said that he was the master of his own fate, that's what made me wonder, like, because this has been an ironic, like, accident that just happened to him because somebody, called the police. We don't know what's really going on, to be honest with y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all something else that popped up in his number is 131. And y'all know 113, 131, 311. When that comes up, there's some lies mixed in there. Like, we're getting half of the truth. We're not getting the whole truth. Okay. So that did pop up in his number too. Down the hall to the left. I don't know, is that where he ran out the building, but down the hall to the left popped up. So I don't know what that meant, but that did pop up in the numbers. Fake news popped up and staged event popped up as well. Like I was telling y'all, that 113, some lies is being told to us. Now a lot of people were saying this could have something to do with insurance stuff, but the only person that was popping up as far as a record label was Young Stoner Life Records. Now I don't know if he's beefing with, and I think that's Young Thug. I don't know if he's beefing with Young Thug, but Young Thug name popped up as far as record company. So do he have any business going on with him? Do Young Thug have him in insurance? I don't know. But that's what popped up in his numbers. Okay, y'all? Black woman popped up in his numbers. Government popped up. And November 11 popped up in his numbers. And y'all know I've been talking about that 11/11 when artists are being taken out. 11/11 pops up in their numbers. Just like Mo 3. Passed away on 11/11. People lined him up. So is that a possibility? I don't know. It could be. The only record label that they showed what people been talking about is Gucci Man and Future. And then people been bringing up Waka Flocka. He signed and did some type of little deal with him as well. So that did pop up. That's the only thing that people been talking about. But only person popped up as far as his numbers was Young Stoner Life. So I don't know. Could he be? Did Young Thug want him out the way? Were they beefing? Are they friends? I don't know. I don't know that. Somebody have to let me know that in the comment section. Ritual human sacred to the vice pops up. There's a lie in there. That keep popping up. L-I-E kept popping up in his numbers. Batman popped up, and I know Batman signal be popping up when artists and celebrities get taken out and they are being lined up and their time is up. That pops up too. I don't know what type of music he puts out, but I'm just saying, y'all, that did pop up. Home popped up. I don't know if he was at home or not. I know he was at somebody's house. Okay. September 11 popped up, which is 911. Somebody called 911 on him. And I'm going to play the audio in a minute. Cash popped up, like somebody was paid to do something. Vesicle, like Vesicle Pisces, a big fish. He had to have been a big fish because a lot of people in Atlanta love this guy. Fall popped up in his numbers, and Wildcats popped up in his number, and Cat. And we know cats like to jump and stuff like that. They put cats in movie like, Catwoman, her going out of the window and stuff like that. But Wildcat was popping up in there as if this guy was a loose cannon. He was out here still doing stuff he shouldn't have been doing. Okay? So, like I told y'all, the numbers was all over the place. Could he have been cut on a leg and an artery was cut before he jumped? I don't know. Then it would have been a trail of BLOOD with him jumping out the window or the door, whatever how he went. Was it a trail? Was there I don't know if people talking about the scene where he hurt his leg at. Is there, just BLOOD there in that spot? Is it a trail when he was jumping the gates? Because that could mean he was already cut. I don't know, but this is what's coming up in the numbers, y'all. I want y'all to listen to the audio real quick of the person that called the police. Okay, y'all? Let's listen to that.
There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house, and
What's your
then
name?
I'm sorry, what is my name?
Uh huh. Okay. Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm a neighborhood watch,
Uh
and
huh.
basically like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding guns in the air, and then it's like I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. Um, and then they started shooting. She had someone come over there, and they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing they're doing illegal stuff over there, and it's
How
disturbing the
many shots were
area.
fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now.
Okay.
So I believe the girl is hurt,
And
and
they're
that's
coming
why
from
they
273 William Nye Drive.
that's not yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Okay. Do you see or hear
She was
anything else?
yeah, she's trying to get away, and they're holding her. She's being held hostage, like she's trying to. They brought her. The guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked, and then he was fighting her outside. And then there was another
Okay.
commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out. He's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house. There's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
Okay. You said the female is naked.
Yeah, she's naked and she's bleeding profusely from her head.
Okay. Can you give me a description of the male?
The male is like he's has like a caramel complexion, low
Is he black,
haircut.
white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's black and he drives. I believe. Well,
What
it
color
looks
shirt
like
and
this is
pants do he have on?
blue, regular blue jeans and like a regular like t-shirt.
Well, before I get into that, is this a business house or an apartment?
This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved. There is like 7 guys in
Okay,
the house,
ma'am.
and they all have
Ma'am,
guns. You guys need to
ma'am,
hurry and get here before she doesn't make it.
ma'am, we already have help organized for her. What's the phone number you're calling from? Exactly what happened?
There's a situation going on in this house. There's 7 guys that live here, and they're basically, I'm not sure if they're running some type of sex traffic. This individual, she's a 5'2", light-skinned female, black hair. She ran outside naked, bleeding from her face. She tried to get away. She was dragged back into the house, and they're holding her hostage, and then there was a baby involved. So this situation is really serious, and he's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt. There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live.
Okay, y'all. Okay, first I want to say this. Everything that she just said will get the police to come there and it be excessive force. Everything that she mentioned. She claimed she was a neighborhood watch. This is what she said. Now, all the things that she just said, what I'm hearing, I don't know, I wasn't there and I haven't seen any news clips about it or anything like that. But everything that she just said, there was no proof of any of this from my understanding. If anybody else knows, let me know in the comment section. She said, and there would be proof of something. If she called the police and told them all of this stuff, she said that there were 7 guys. And every time I hear that number 7, I just be like, oh my God, 7-day this, 7-day theory, 7 this, 7 that, Mo 3, 7. Okay. Then Angie Stone just passed away with the 7 days before she was going to start her. Y'all, it's just this 7. It's something with this 7. Okay, y'all. So she said it was 7 guys over there. And she basically said that they were holding some woman or girl there against their will. And whoever this woman was that they were holding there against their will, she's saying that they had a baby there too. She was saying that they were putting paws on her, that she had some type of injury from the head because she said that it was BLOOD everywhere. This is what she said. Okay. She said that basically these guys were big gimping in there with a P. Basically, this is what she's saying. She said that there was street pharmacy stuff going on in there. There were boom, boom, boom fired. Okay. She said that this girl was they were putting paws on her. They said that she said she didn't have any clothes on. She had a birthday suit on. And she claimed that this woman was in dire need of some help. She was bleeding from the head. I haven't heard any reports saying that they caught anybody in there. Because even if the police came and knocked on the door and these guys ran, the girl should have still been in there. From the way she was talking, the person who called the police, the girl would have been in there. There would still been evidence of everything that she said. It would have been street pharmacy stuff in there. It would have been had some type of showing of some weapons being fired, even if it was in a hole in a wall or something. A shell, something should have been there. That there have been some type of incident happen in that apartment. She said that there was blood everywhere. It should have been some in the house. Now, this goes back again to what really happened. This makes no sense. Y'all, and y'all tell me if this don't sound like a setup to you all. What really happened at the house? Was that man cut and did he just run out of the window for another reason? Did he think that the police was there for him? Was there some stuff going on inside of that place that took place on his birthday? How do we not know that something took place in there against him? I don't know nothing about this guy. I don't understand why he would be out here living that type of lifestyle and he's worth millions. It doesn't make sense for him to be keeping people against their will, especially this day and age with all of these rappers and stuff going to jail and prison for selling street pharmacy stuff, being involved with Ricos, putting bags on people, all this stuff. I don't see why he would be that out there, but some people got some screws missing, so it could be that he was just about that life, and he was gonna go out being about that life. Okay, but I just don't get it. Like, how can somebody call the police and say all of these things was going on, but there is no proof that these things were going on that I have seen? Have y'all ran into any news reports saying that what she said was true, that this stuff was going on? Because to me, if there was no BLOOD around in the room, there was no type of female in the house when they came to the door, or none of that, then shouldn't this person who called the police be charged since they lied? because she said everything that was needed for them to come in there with guns, with their weapons out, getting ready for whatever. But the way that she got them to come to this door in the first place. And I've been looking, y'all, I have, but I can't find a news report or anything talking about that, what this person called and said was true, because when they got there, that, the woman wasn't there, but there were signs of certain situation, this and then this going on. I haven't seen none of that, y'all. And if that's the case, shouldn't she be charged? Now, if y'all have seen it, let me know in the comment section. Did they say that, okay, she did call the police, that there was, some red spots here and there and there and there. So something did go on in there. They just ran away from the police, blah, blah, blah. If y'all seen that in any news reports or reports at all, or neighbors saying that there was BLOOD in the house or whatever, then please let me know. Because if she was in a house and this lady say that she lived in the neighborhood because she's a neighborhood watch, then 9 times out of 10, other people that live on that block or in that area, they're going to probably, most likely, the police going to talk to them as well and ask them, did you notice anything going on at that house? Did y'all hear any boom, 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 and this and that and this? So we got to sit back and wait to see what's really finna go on, because to be honest with y'all, how do we know that he wasn't the victim in that place? I'm just saying, he's the only one that passed away. And if he did jump out the window and this and that and this, he could have jumped because of a situation that was going on in the inside. I don't know. I don't even know. But for you to jump a fence that you know you can't jump, and then that you might hurt yourself, and to tour an artery, the main artery in his leg, I don't know, because STABBED is popping up in his numbers. Could he have been stuck with something? Could he have been running from an altercation that took place? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The police are saying that when they got to the door, they opened the door, but then they closed it back up on the police. And then that's when they took off and running. So I don't know, y'all. This whole story is all over the place. I don't even know what to say. But when it did say that he was the master of his own fate, he could have been out here wilding out of control. A lot of people say he out on a limb. I don't know him. I wouldn't know. But a lot of people are saying that he was wild like that. It's a lot of celebrities that's still wild. Even though they got money and this and that money don't mean nothing to them. A lot of them are still out here acting like they living in the hood and still doing their thing like it ain't nothing. So ain't no telling when it comes to this, but this is what came up. It did say he was a targeted individual. If this lady lied, shouldn't she be charged for his demise? If the police can't find a sign of what that she called in and said was really going on. And why on his birthday, y'all? That's another thing that's like keep popping up in my head. Why on his birthday? If this house had all of this traffic stuff going on in there, because she accused them of taking people against their will, holding them there. She accused this spot as being a spot that a lot of activities is going on there at this house. Why his birthday? Why didn't they turn this? If you the neighborhood watch, why haven't you been reported this house? Why did it happen on his birthday? Which makes me wonder what really went on in that house, y'all. What really went on? Was there a kid in that house when the police came back to the house? Did the police chase him and leave the door, and then the girl and the kid left the house after the police, left? Or don't somebody supposed to stay at the house to investigate while the other police may be chasing them? Like, what went on? It's a lot of questions that need to be answered when it comes to this situation. It's starting to look like it's a setup from what I'm hearing. The part that they're saying that there was no woman in there that in the birthday suit. There was no little one in there. She didn't have a child. Like, they're saying that what this lady called and said was not true. This is basically what I'm hearing. So y'all let me know if this is what you all are hearing too. Because if that's the case, this guy was set up on his birthday. He was set up. And I do believe it had to be somebody that knew that either he had some stuff up. Did they even find any work in the house? Because she claimed that they had street pharmacy stuff in there. They had women in there that was against their will. But why did all this stuff miraculously disappear when the police came back to the house to see what was what. Now, word on the street is one of the guys that ran out of the building, out of the house, came back to the house. Now, I don't understand that part. If you got away, why the heck would you come back? Did the police stay there until he came back? Did he come back because he got caught? Like, what was going on? And who was this other person that was running with them? Why was they running if they didn't have anything on them? If they didn't have any street pharmacy stuff, did they find any? If they didn't, what was they running for? If it was no street pharmacy in the house for they can get caught up with, if it was cash and that this guy got money so he can say that's his money, I just don't understand. If there was no female there that was being held against their will, then why was they running so hard? Like, something is off about this. Now, if you're into an altercation with somebody and they pull out something and they stuck something in your leg, then yeah, that might want you to get the running. Okay, y'all, you might feel like somebody trying to set you up, and then the police come to the door too, and all heck just probably broke loose at the same time. But from what my understanding is, this story is all over the place, y'all, and it makes no sense. Okay, it could be just a coincidence. He jumped those two gates and hurt himself, because you can't hurt your leg jumping gates. You can't. But the fact that they are saying that none of this stuff was going on at that house when she called and told all of this stuff that she said what was going on, and if that's the case, why was he running? Why run if there's nothing to run for? Okay, did he have a warrant for his arrest? Like, what was he running so hard for and from, y'all? Okay, we don't know if somebody pulled a weapon out on him and he got to running. We don't know. We really don't know. And from what I've been hearing and little tad bits that I'm hearing and seeing and reading about, it's still not adding up unless I'm missing something. And if I am, y'all let me know in the comment section, okay, y'all? But anyway, rest in peace to young Scooter once again, and condolences to his family. And if he was out here doing this stuff, because a lot of people have neighborhood watch on a building. If he was doing this stuff, and they're just not reporting the BLOD around the house and the this and that of what they found in there. If he was living his lifestyle, then I'm just going to say, y'all, was this his karma? If he was out here taking people against their will and having these girls out here, doing business with the cootie cat, okay, in the back door, okay? If he was doing this stuff, okay? Then this is karma all day long coming right back at you on your birthday. See, when you out here doing dirt, if this was the case, okay? When you out here doing this type of dirt, don't think it's not going to come back to you, because sooner or later it will. When you out here hating on the next person that ain't doing nothing to you but going on man in their business, but you can't rest until they get taken out or locked up or whatever you can get done to them. When you out here scheming on the next person that ain't doing nothing to you, that come back to you too. So this could go either way. This could be his karma coming back if he was out here still in the streets and making these girls do all kind of unthinkable things that they shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? If this was his life, then this is karma. If this female called the police and lied on this man, don't think she's not going to get her karma. Because everybody probably got their eyes on her if this is not what happened. She just put a target on her own head, even though she might have got paid to do it. But it's odd that it happened on his birthday, okay? And it's odd that they not saying what all was caught in that house or found in the house or this and that and that and this. If there is no signs of nobody being there, nobody having no injuries from the head and blood everywhere and this and that and this, then they need to bring this child in, because whoever this person was that called the police, 9 times out of 10, she was paid to do that. And she was paid to do it on his birthday, to catch him off guard and to do what they did. Either way it go, this was going to end badly. If he had not have ran, he still could have got boom, 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 boom with all the stuff she piled up saying that they were in there doing. Any little slight movement would have got them lit up by the police for the simple fact of all the stuff she just named when she called the police. So this could go either way, y'all. Just stay tuned. That's all I can say. Stay tuned. And if y'all have anything to, to add to this, put it in the comment section because I do read my comment sections. Okay, y'all. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.